K.
Hey, mama. Hey, ma. I can sing too. Let me show you what I got, ma. I could be in the studio just like you. Let me show you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to Edition.
It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. So I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. I am loved. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. I'm loved. I'm light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yeah. Yes, I am. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm loved. I am loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I'm loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I'm loved. I am loved. I'm light. I am light. It's gonna be alright. Yes, I am. 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 I am loved. I am light. It's gonna be alright. God told me to testify. I'll give you this love. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright. Be alright. It's been a journey, it's been a ride. I just really wanna testify that I am. Yes, I am.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, to Edition. To Edition, man. Y'all hot. That was good. That was dope. Give me the very beginning, Trev.
Welcome to Miss Tahisha's World. I am your host, Miss Tahisha. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. What's today's date? I don't know, the 25th. It's September 25th. We're about to go into October. I'm really excited because my son's birthday, he will be turning 4 years old. It's in a couple of weeks, and I got big things for him. So I'm feeling real good about that. Let's see what's going on this week. Well, I'm here by myself, which is pretty cool. It's been a long time since I've done that. My babies are home, which is really exciting because we had a really good week this week. My eldest started Head Start, and he's also still going to daycare. So it's been a really good experience. I I'm a good tired. Been waking up every morning about 5, 6 in the morning, which has been really cool. The kids and I are on a good schedule, and I have just really been enjoying the process. The process has been really, really good. So yeah, welcome, 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 welcome to Miss Taisha's World. This podcast, Miss Taisha's World, it is about everyday life and overcoming everyday challenges with positive quotes, positive gems. Just letting people know that, whatever's going on in your life, you're not alone. You're not the only one. And, sometimes it ain't always about the struggles in life. Sometimes it's really just about, you know, being you, being a star and shining. You feel me? So far to the viewers that have chimed in, hey, you guys, Jay, Max, LJ, Corey, thank you guys so far for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Miss James, thank you for tuning in. So yes, Miss Taisha's World, a podcast of love, light, and influence. Positive influence. Hopefully, my life experience can give you something to take away from it, and you learn something. You learn something about me, you learn something about yourself. Um Speaking of the podcast, if you guys, for those that have tuned in on the Anchor platform, I really appreciate it. One of the top 10 episodes. I have 26 listeners, and that title of that episode is When Others Count You Out. So I really, really appreciate you guys for enjoying that, because when I recorded that episode, I was really going through some changes in life. So, and I feel like other people was counting me out. And sometimes you can count yourself out. So I appreciate those for tuning in to that episode. Speaking of demographics, I just go on there randomly from time to time. But I was looking at the demographics, and it's a 50-50 for male listeners and female listeners. And I think that's pretty dope. I appreciate y'all tuning in like that. Let's see what else is going on this week. I'm still working on my car. I'm still working on my car. But that's all right. I'm learning. Life is all about learning. So I'm definitely learning. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting dirty, getting up underneath the hood and putting parts together that, I know what a car is, but all of the technical stuff, the screws and everything like that, you know, it's cool. It's cool to do that. So yeah, here I am. I'm real chill today. I'm real mellow. I'm in my jeans. Got my jeans on. Y'all know if y'all been listening for the last couple of weeks, I have been more focused on, wearing my heels and, my dresses. And today I got my tennis shoes on, my jeans. I'm feeling like a real soccer mom right now. I'm feeling like real low key, laid back. It's Sunday, thinking about going to go have some have some takeout instead of cooking dinner tonight. So I'm feeling real good. Let's see. Let's talk about some more highlights. Okay, so my baby, with him going to Head Start, he came home with some homework this week, y'all, and it was really, really, really cool because I've been homeschooling him for 3 years. And getting him into a program and just teaching him, reading to him, going to the library, getting different type of material. It's been really cool. So he came home his first day. He had this booklet, like a real booklet, and we had different activities to do, but it wasn't the type of activities that I actually was thinking would be in there. It was calming yourself down before you go to sleep, saying goodnight to your toys and all of this stuff. I was like, okay, but it's family routines. It's learning how to do, get into a routine, like I said, which we're starting to do again. So I was like, all right, cool. We got that going on. And then there was another activity we did where we had to breathe. Y'all know I've been doing my breathing techniques when I come in from time to time, my meditations, just taking a couple of deep breaths. So this one activity we had to do, I thought it was really dope because it was teaching him how to understand and be in tune with his emotions, like if he's feeling happy, if he's feeling sad, frustrated, all these different things. So in the midst of the exercise, he starts laughing, and I was like, okay, well, how you feel? He was like, I feel good, mom, I feel happy. I was like, all right, cool. So that's the feeling. So I thought that was like pretty cool, because mainly like what I've taught him has been about numbers, his name, colors, the basics of when you go into Head Start or kindergarten. And I was leading up to teaching him about his feelings, and so he could understand what it is that he feeling on the inside. So for that to be his first homework assignment, I really thought that was pretty cool. I was really excited about that. So yeah, like you put your hands on your stomach and you take this deep breath, and after you take a deep breath, you put your hand out and you say stop, and then you acknowledge the feeling that you're feeling. And it's funny, I'm sharing this because I actually practiced that after learning it with him. I actually practiced it after learning it with him. Like, I was frustrated and I was driving, and I literally put my hand on my stomach. I took a deep breath and I put my hand out like stop. And I acknowledged what I was feeling and I addressed it. I wrote it down in my journal. And I was just like, you know what? This is a good little exercise. They teaching these kids some good stuff. I don't recall doing stuff like that when I was in Head Start or kindergarten, preschool, anything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, all right, cool. We off to a good start. Now his third day there, that is when I was like, okay, this is going to be an adjustment for us. He did not want to leave. Even though he had good report back from his teachers, they were just like, okay, he's bright, he's very friendly, he's very outgoing, he loves being outside, just like his mama love being outside. So the third day when he went to school, and he just like kind of like pushed back, like, nah, mama, I don't want to go in there. And he got all frustrated. I was in shock because I was like, okay, I thought we was on a good row, I thought we had a good thing going. And he was like, nah. So when I went to pick him up, I'm like, how was his day? Did he do better after I left? And they was like, they had to calm him down. And then we talked, like he and I, we went and had lunch. And because he gets out of school really early, earlier than his siblings. So I was like, all right, cool. So we go have lunch. I'm sitting there talking to him, and I was like, so tell me about your feelings. Like, what was you feeling? What was you going through? And he was like, I just wanted you, mom. And I was like, okay, that's my partner. All right, I got you. I was like, but what happened? Like, the last 2 days you was happy, like, and then you was just sad. And he just was like, I just wanted to stay at home with you. And I was like, okay, that's dope. And then we did the breathing exercise. I said, whenever you feel like that, put your hands on your stomach, take a deep breath. And I gave him his little McFlurry. He liked his little smoothies from the little fast food restaurant. So I thought that was cool. I treated him because he had a tough day. So it was cool. I really was just like, I love this. Like, it was, everything all of the footwork that I've done leading up to today of him being into school, it paid off. It paid off. So, yay me. Yay me. You got to applaud yourself. You got to, you know, acknowledge when you've done good and celebrate your rewards and all of that good stuff. So, that was cool. Another thing about him being in school is that I already am big on the reading. Like, reading is fundamental, but I was an honor roll student. So I take reading very serious. Reading was my hobby, all of that. So for him, we go to the library, we do the little activities prior to him going to Head Start. This is what we was doing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we got these books and we reading. I allow him to pick out his book and everything. And then my other two children, they come and join in. I just got to be careful because they don't know how to take care of the book the same way he does. So we're reading, and then you gotta, I guess they want you to read like 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be back to back. or in one session or one segment. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we read a book in the morning, we read a book after his nap, and then we read a book at nighttime. So I'm like, all right, cool. I like this. Like it keeps us having a balance, basically, is what I'm saying. We have a balance. And but it's for me as his teacher, and I'll never forget the first day he went to daycare, he told the staff, he said, "You are not my teacher, my mom is my teacher." And I respect that, because as his teacher, as his mom leading him and guiding him and teaching him things, it actually makes it more fun for me, because before I was feeling like, okay, well, dang, I'm kind of strict, but now it's just more so like, all right, cool, when we get done reading, we're gonna go outside and play. So it's been a good week. It's been a good week as far as being his teacher, as far as being his support system. He had a really tough day, and then later on that night we had talked about some things, some more of his feelings, and what he told me shocked me as a mom, but at the same time, I really was just like, I respected it, because the feelings he had, I had those feelings as a child myself. So I was just like, all right, so I had the conversation. I didn't disregard his feelings. I actually acknowledged him. Um, I actually acknowledged him in his feelings. He wanted to talk about, you know, not being in the same household with his other parents. So I just was like, instead of being upset and disregarding that, I actually acknowledged it. I actually sat down with my son, and I hugged him and I talked to him. I've been there. I know what those feelings are like. So for getting back to what I said about his first homework assignment being understanding our feelings, and then for us to go through what we went through in the week, I just thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was really dope because I'm a parent. I'm a parent, and I can't even though my child is only 3, I can't disregard what he says, how he feels. When my daughter gets to his age, I can't do that with her. And then when the baby gets to their age, I can't do that to them. I got to acknowledge their feelings, just like I'm also learning to acknowledge my feelings when I'm frustrated and sad. So I thought that was a good lesson. That was the first lesson of the week, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, and then it was a new milestone for me as a parent. It was a new milestone for me as a parent, having that conversation with my child, and being being in it with him, letting him know he's not alone in how he feels. And I didn't just like, whatever. I was like, no, I understand. I was like, and I feel the same way. Like, it's okay. It's okay to feel how you feel. But now we're going to go do something. Like, I don't like to just simmer in that. You got to deal with it, and then okay, we gotta take the next step. We gotta take the next step. We gotta keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. And then as he grows, if he continues to want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But I do that for my children because I wish people would have done that for me. So, I had a lot of feelings that got disregarded, and so as a mother, I make sure I acknowledge their feelings. So, with that being said, that was a moment in motherhood and parenthood. That was a moment in parenthood for me this week, and I accepted it. It was dope. I thought it was really cool. So, yeah, that's that's that. Today, you guys, I'm not really like, normally I take a break and everything. I'm not feeling like that today. Today I'm feeling like real, steady. Like, let's go with the flow. Now, if I do decide to take a break, you guys will know. But I'm feeling real good. Like, I'm ready to go with the flow. So let's see what else happened to me this week before I get into the topic. Um thank you, Mr. LaFerrick, for your comments. I appreciate you saying that was dope. I want to say hello to Miss James again. Hi, Max. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, you guys? Appreciate you guys tuning in and taking the time to leave comments and listen. I really do appreciate that. If you guys would like to catch up on any of my other episodes, I will be sure to drop the link in the comment section where you guys can either continue to tune in every Sunday on here on Facebook platform on the BU network, or you guys can tune in on my Anchor platform. So I would definitely leave that for you guys who would like to continue listening and catching up, because I'm thinking about doing something different. I'm thinking about, and it's been in my mind and my spirit for almost a month now. I just haven't acted on it. I'm thinking about recording more episodes. If those for those who can tune in on Sundays, that's dope. We could do that. And those that just want to, catch up with me during the week, I'm thinking about dropping an episode on Wednesday. You know, so I'm thinking about some things because it's a lot that be happening in my life that I just want to share, but not too much. I can't. I am an open book. I am a writer, but I don't want to share all my business now. I used to be very very open. Now I've been through some things where I'm just a little bit more closed and a little bit more reserved, so to speak. So be tuned, stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'll definitely drop the link for that. Let's see what else happened to me this week. This everything I'm talking about is leading up into the topic of today's topic, which is adapt, life changes. And I had seen a friend of mine. I've seen a friend of mine is somebody I really consider a friend. Well, I'm a friend to them. Let's just put it like that. I'm a friend to them. And I don't do pop-ups. Don't pop up on me. First of all, call me before you decide you're going to come to my house or whatever, because I might not be home and I might not feel like being bothered. So this person decided, hey, I'm going to surprise you and pop up. Okay, well, so we're talking and they say to me that I need to have some fun, right? Okay, now if y'all been listening for the last couple of weeks, I've been having fun, right? I've been having fun. I've been, just Miss Tahisha, not Miss Tahisha and Mama Ty. I've just been Miss Tahisha. So, I've been having fun. But my fun is different now. Like, it's not like, I still like to do what I like to do, but I know what I like to do. I don't need all the extra, I don't need all that extra. I know what I like. And if you don't like what I like, that's cool. I'm do it by myself. I like to go to movies. I like to chill. I like to go bowling. You know what I'm saying? I might want to go to the hookah lounge just for the music. I might want to go to karaoke. I don't need to be doing, too much. I'm getting back outside. I've been in the house for 5 years. Like, I'm getting back outside. So this person decides to pull up on me or whatever. Okay, we chopping it up. And I'm like, so what's up? Like, you popped up. Like, what's up? How you doing? Like, I ain't, seen you in a while, talk to you in a minute. Like, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. Okay, you good? So what's up? What's up with you? How you doing? I said, okay, well, I'm good. I said, I'm Mama Ty. I'm working, I do my podcast, and okay, yeah, that's cool and stuff. But what you do for fun? I was like, oh, you know what? Let me tell you, last week I talked about the week before that, actually. 2 weeks ago, I had talked about 6 feet healthy boundaries. So if you've been listening to me, y'all know I am setting some real healthy boundaries. And that even means removing people from my life. So I was like, okay, you just cut me short. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is who I am. This is what I got going on in my life. How I used to operate before, and hang out wee hours of the night. I don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? But you might just if I got a babysitter tonight, you might catch me though. But I was sitting there and I was just like, what you mean? Like, you feel me? I'm having fun. Like, no, you need to have some real fun. You need to, okay, so what do you define as real fun? Because I wake up every day, walk through my house, and I be having fun. I be having a lot of fun. So what do you mean by fun? Because, like, my definition of fun right now, I got a peace of mind. I'm safe. My children are well taken care of. Like, I'm in a good space. So what so saying that to say, this person decides to say before we departed ways, because I had to cut that short, real short, because I didn't like the way the conversation was going. Like, I don't be throwing your judgment on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to tell me what you think. So basically that's what they did. They was like, well, you got this and that going on, but I feel like you should be living. And I was like, pause. Are you adding to this? Are you adding to this? Are you adding to what you think or how you think I should be living? Like, we're not doing that. Like, don't come over here telling me like, oh, that's cool and everything. Because for me, it's like you basically disregarded the fact, like, I do have my hands. Let me put it like this. My level of responsibility has changed. So who I once was, I no longer am. And you either gonna accept me for what I got right now and who I am right now, or you just not gonna deal with me at all. Because I feel like this: if you can't ask me how am I doing, how are my children doing, you know what I'm saying, how my car, like, if you can't ask me on what I got going on, then I don't feel like you really a friend. That's why I said in the beginning I was a friend to them. Was you got that right? Okay, was healthy boundaries, 6 feet. I need 6 feet. Stay over there. So saying that to say. Saying that to say, you know, a lot of people come into your life and they whatever position you played in their life, and I mean that, whatever position you played in their life, it needs to stay there, because everybody is not trying to be a part of the elevation. Everybody is not trying to be a part of your change, your growth, your success. Because let me tell you, when you change from who you were into something better, whether it's a peace of mind, recovered addict of any kind of sort, you know what I'm saying? Going from penny pinching to making buku bucks, and people want to just keep you. I talk about this all the time. I talk about them crabs in a barrel all the time. If they just want to see you stay right there and what is it? Have access to you according to their needs, that's not a friend. That's not somebody that cares about you. That's somebody that just wants to use you for their own good needs. So therefore, you got to set them boundaries. Like I said, 6 feet, healthy boundaries. So, that's what happened this week. I don't pop up on Tahisha. Do not pop up on me. Okay. You lucky I even answered the phone, because I was asleep. I was taking a good nap. I was taking a nap. My naps are important to me because I still have to take this medication from my car accident, and my left side still affects me from time to time. So, right now I don't need all that extra antics going on. I need peace, and I need to be just chill. Don't wake me up. My phone will be on silent. If you can't get in contact with me, you just gonna have to wait till I call you back. Till I call you back, because I needs my peace. I needs my peace of mind, And speaking of which, peace, it's funny. My children was with their other parent for a month. And during that time, like, all of the anxiety and pressure that I had from the car accident, from, being a mom, and, even my feelings about being separated as a wife and everything, like, all of that, like, I was at the peak of the volcano about to erupt. So when they were gone, it just gave me a level of peace. Like, okay, you know what? I could deal with this. I could deal with life right now. I can pull me together. And regardless of what anybody may think and all of the negativity that was being thrown at me during them 30 days, I have so much peace. I am so calm in my emotions. I am so calm. Like, I'm good. I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hard on myself as I was, as far as my parenting. I'm dealing with my thoughts and feelings about what was and what isn't. I'm processing. But before I was processing uncontrollably. And now it's like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I was upset about my car. I was upset about getting hit. Now it's like, nah, I'm good. I'm waking up. I'm going to sleep at a specific time. I'm good. And that goes back to my other topic I had talked about couple when I got into the car accident, when God slows you down. Right now in my life, I am setting healthy boundaries because God slowed me down. God slowed me down because I had to pull forth some healthy boundaries. So, with all of that being said, as far as, being a teacher to my child, um, setting boundaries as far as me being a friend to somebody that's not a friend to me, and even, just taking a deep breath and processing my emotions and helping my child get through what he's going through. Today's topic is adapt. Life changes. Adapt, okay? You got to adapt because your life is changing. And I can definitely say that my life has changed. Where I was living a few months ago, I don't live there no more. Um how I was living a year or two ago, I no longer live that way. How I dress, I don't dress that way no more. I mean, I still love my jeans and sneakers, don't get it twisted, but I'm moving more towards, you know, embracing the womanhood of me, embracing my heels and my dresses, and making sure I got my lipstick on, my eyelashes, and just embracing, you know the creation that God calls Miss Tahisha. You know what I'm saying? So, getting into this topic, adapt because life changes. So, I got a couple of notes on here. And if it sounds like it's repetitive, it probably is, because a part of the topic, it went through what I was talking about this week. So, one of the things I want to say is, when we elevate, our minds change. So, we're no longer who we used to be, nor operate how we once had. The people we hang with, the vocabulary we used, everything changes. So for me, I always talk about, if you've ever read any of my books or had a conversation with me or really got to know me, I've gone through so many changes in life, like just as an adult, college, living on my own, heartache. This is stuff that everybody goes through, but everybody's process is different. And for me, my process included God. My process included my faith. My process included prayer. Every time I did not like something about me, not nobody else, but about me, I prayed about it. Prime example, this just popped up in my head. When I first started recording here at the studio, I cursed like a sailor. Almost every word that came out of my mouth was a cuss word, because I go back and I listen to myself, or other people would tell me. So I started tuning in on that, and I just was like, okay, God, like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Nobody else said that they didn't like it. I didn't like that, because who's to say my 16-year-old nephew might not be listening? Who's to say that somebody else might be having their children listen? What if it's a troubled child and what I'm saying can help the daughter or son, somebody, anything? So I was just like, no, we gotta clean that up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta really clean that up. So we changed. And that was what I did. I prayed. I was just like, no, I need to change this. I don't like this. Another example, when I first started my podcasting, I was in the bathroom recording. I wait till the whole family was asleep, and I prayed, because I was like, God, I want to be able to express myself the way you want me to, without feeling like I'm disturbing the family, or, like just being too quiet. I just couldn't do that. So I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And then God moved me to be investing into the studio sessions. Okay. Prayer. That's what I did. I prayed and I did the footwork. So I changed. I changed. Um, another example. Um, Another example. I'm gonna say something about the comment, but just one second. I want to get this example out of my mind before I lose it. Another example is when I was just discussing being my son's teacher. I was homeschooling him, but I was using the materials. I was praying on the materials to use. However, like I said, I wasn't really teaching him about his emotions and stuff. And so God opened the door because that was another prayer. I prayed about it. I was like, how can I be a better teacher to my child? How can I, and it's not, I'm not talking about just patience. We all get impatient from time to time. I'm talking about just there's other areas than just ABCs, one, two, threes, and our colors. And I'm so grateful that the first week of school was emotions. The first homework assignment was emotions. So I, I'm I'm just saying that I had to adapt. I adapted, you know. And before I continue, so Miss James, yes, faith plus God equals new life, favor, and grace. That is totally and absolutely true. Um, and yeah, every time I put forth my faith, it's a new life. It is a new life, and that's why the title, like God gave me the title today, adapt, because life changes and you have to adapt with what's going on. Another example, is and I talk about it. I talk about it because this is a part of my life. It is what it is. You know, I may be married, but I'm separated. So I adapted. How did I adapt? Well, I had to deal with my emotions. I had to deal with the fact that I'm separated. I had to deal with the fact we don't get along from time to time. I had to deal with the fact that we don't even, just don't talk to me. I got to deal with the fact that hey, I adapted. 5 years ago, I signed the papers to be married. Now on my dresser is the divorce packet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's adapting, and every day I'm becoming a better version of me. Before I used to just be so angry and so bitter, like, dang, you did this, da 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 da. And then I was just like, hold on, wait, let me reflect on me. Let me think about me. What did Tahisha do? How did Tahisha, whatever, make people feel whatever, because I'm not perfect. I got my flaws. So, but I adapted. Okay. When I left home, meaning when I moved out the house, took my children, we adapted to a different environment. Now we in a home mommy provided. We in a different environment. We on a schedule. Kids not staying up till wee hours of the morning. Kids got to go to school. Bath time, bedtime, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like we're on a schedule. So I had to adapt, just like my children are adapting because our life has changed. Um, before I was the mom, I was living a certain way of lifestyle. I became a mother. I adapted. Before I was in college, I was in high school. My life changed. I adapted. Going even further back, my mom was living, and then I'm 15 in high school. She passed away. I had to adapt. Life changes. You are going to go through some things in life, and it is going to be so uncomfortable. It is going to be so uncomfortable, but you have to adapt. You know, um, like I said, I I was recording in the bathroom. I was recording and sitting in the car. I was recording and didn't have the equipment where you guys could hear me and actually hear what God want me to tell y'all. Excuse me. Now I've adapted and you guys can hear me. You guys can even see me. Okay. I didn't even want to be seen. Let me tell you. I didn't want to be seen, but see, the reason I didn't want to be seen is because of my own what's the word I'm looking for? My own insecurities, my own self-doubt and everything because of what I was going through. And now here it is. Oh God. Now here it is that I was hiding behind like just my voice. I was hiding behind my words in my books. Whereas now you can see me. You can see the glory of God, because this is all God. This is, like I said, I prayed everything that I wanted, everything that I have today, I prayed for. But I had to do the footwork. I had to adapt. I had to leave some people behind. And that was another point that y'all, like, I ain't even gonna lie. Don't feel guilty for adapting. Okay? Don't feel guilty for adapting and having to leave people behind. Some people don't want to see you grow. They don't want to help you. They don't want you to leave. But you got to do it anyway. And you can't feel bad about it, because guess whose prayers God hears? Yours. So if you sitting there and you praying and you like, God, I need to change this. I don't like this. And you know what? It ain't even always got to be bad. Okay? It don't always have to be bad. It can be something good, but you want it to grow. Okay? Like you have a baby. It got to grow. The womb, the belly get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You in a relationship. You want the love to just keep flowing and flowing and flowing. You got to keep watering it. You got to keep watering it. And that's what I was doing. I was pouring out, God, I need this. I need this. Like I said, I celebrated my child. He went to school. He had a tough day, the last day, but I still watered into him. I didn't disregard his feelings, and I didn't just hush him up. No, I watered him. I replenished him. I poured into him, and I let him know it's okay. So it don't gotta always be bad things. My car, it's operating. However, I can only go from point A to point B, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm putting in more prayers, and I'm steady adapting. I'm steady changing. Last time y'all see me, my blonde was in the front. Now it's in the back. I'm adapting. I'm changing. That's what happens with life. My children was gone for a month. They was gone for 30 days. And I had time to just be me. But in the midst of that, maybe for about 1.5 weeks, I'm going to say it was like finally, like, that's when a balance hit. Like, okay, all of what I was worried about when they first left versus what I'm dealing with since they come back, it's not the same. Because I prayed and I said, God, help me to be a better version of me for them and for me when they come home, and that's why I said today, I'm just, I'm chill. I'm low key. I'm good. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta adapt, and don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about adapting. Crabs in a barrel, birds of a feather flock together. What bird you want to fly with? You want to fly with the eagles that's soaring? You know what I'm saying? Or you want to stay down there with the pigeons? And that could be anything. If you in school, if you at work, whatever. If it's not where you want to be at, adapt. Because your life is going to change. When you adapt, your life going to change. Your mindset going to change. People that got careers, they work hard and hard and hard to the point they get to a place where it's like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. So celebrate how you adapted. Clap for you, hug you, pat yourself on the back because you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? When people ask how'd you do it, like, I was talking to a young lady a couple of days ago, and as far as being parents and relationship status, it's a little bit similar, a little bit different, but it's a little bit similar. So she was like, how'd you do it? And I just was like, I prayed. I just prayed. I prayed to God. I prayed to God, and I asked God to help me because I'm by myself, meaning like the family, that support system that you could call on. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that. I got the daycare. You know what I'm saying? I got myself. Some we ain't got no gas money. Guess what? We ain't going. You ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pray. And I guess that should have been today's topic, but adapt, because your life gonna change because you praying. You praying for a change. Like I said, it don't gotta always be bad. It don't always gotta be bad. It could be, something good. I'm working out. I know I look good, but I'm praying to get to where I want to be so it don't hurt as much as it do, But, like I said, it's when you adapt, just don't forget that to whom it says this in the Bible, to whom much is given, much is required, right? So if you have, put it like this. When I had one child, I had to teach one child. Had two, had to teach two. Had three, had to teach three. So now I have to teach 3 children when I was teaching one. Now, when I read to him, I got to read to all of them. When I play with him, I got to play with all of them. So I'm saying that to say, when you adapt and your life changes, putting that scripture into motion, to whom much given, much is required, you have to ask for God to equip you with the skills to help you continue to be fruitful in the next stage of your life. Thank you. Because my mind be everywhere. So, that was all God. That was all God. But yes, just, adapt and change your mindset. Understand that, when you reach the next level of your life, that you are going to change. And I'm going to just be real. Don't lose your blessings because you feel guilty and you bring other people back into your circle. Don't do that. That's the biggest thing I feel like we as human beings do. We get to where we're in a place of peace. So we're going through all these other emotions and we forget, once again, God, I prayed these prayers to God. I asked God for this. So, don't lose yourself. Don't fall back. You know what I'm saying? For my recovering addicts, keep recovering, keep going to meetings, keep reaching out to people, to my parents, okay, that's out there, and it was a 2 home and now it's 1. Keep doing the best that you can do. Keep asking God to help you, lead you, guide you, and surround you with like-minded parents who want to help you and see you succeed. That's why all the parents that I know is older than me. Okay, help me, okay. But yeah, also, and just everyday people. You know what I'm saying? I've been in programs. If you in a program, keep working your program. Don't let it work you. Okay? Don't let it work you. Because, a lot of times when we're in programs and we are in shelters or we're living under other people's roofs, they tend to look down on us. You feel what I'm saying? But that's why I pray. I look to the hills from what cometh my help. My help comes from God. And I'm going to keep looking up. Don't look down. Keep adapting. And, let God lead you. Let God order your steps. I'm just telling y'all what works for me. And since I was a child, having faith in God has been what worked for me. I have not always been the best example of a God-fearing person, but I know that where I'm headed to and what God is doing in my life, I know that God is using me and utilizing me to talk to the everyday person, not talk to the person that's in church all the time, not talk to, the person whose marriage is just so perfect. No, I'm not talking. No, I'm talking to the person that's tired of hiding behind the shadows. And I'm letting you know, if you keep your faith in God, God will see you through. So my name is Miss Tahisha. I thank you guys all for tuning in. I thank you guys for listening. Once again, like I said, I'm gonna drop the link for the Anchor podcast onto the chat, and I'm gonna have to change some things. I got my Cash App together. But I gotta change it. So you guys, if you guys want to make donations or anything like that. I appreciate you guys. I'm about to get up out of here. I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning into Miss Tahisha's World. Bye.
say thank you for all the things that you brought me through. This year was the hardest. The devil tried to put me back where I started, but you can't get me like that just so easy. My God, he's got my back, keeps on fighting. He'll never leave me like that, never blinded. He's always fighting for me, no more bondage.
Cast out sickness, strongholds, disease, all the things not of him and my God. We must believe I'm finally free.
How does it feel? Go ahead and just keep it real. Cause you finally free, yeah. How does it feel, yeah? No more bondage, yeah. No more bondage, yeah. You're finally free, yeah.
Don't let them tell you there's nothing you can't do. Cause prayer is the strength that causes a breakthrough. God is in control, just let him guide you. He's proud of your light, he will never hide you. Now pick your head up and walk in your victory. Put the burdens down and walk in your victory. We gon' let him know that we are not ashamed. We want the whole world to see. I'm free from the heartbreaks and pain of this world that's been dragging me down. I'm free from my insecurity, that's why I have so much joy when I smile. I'ma yell it from the rooftop. I'ma yell it from the gutter.
He showed it on the cross, he gave his life to prove how much he loves me, yeah.
Father God, we thank you right now because we are finally free. Because the Bible says, who the Son sets free is truly free indeed. No more shackles. You said no more chains. For we are free to worship you. And we thank you because we're finally.
How does it feel? Go ahead and just keep it real. Cause you finally